Hey, everybody. Welcome to Books and Bathos.
A podcast for the reluctant reader.
I'm Shawn Carter.
And I'm Chris Tester.
And today we're recording at the Blue Ridge Comedy Club. But you can still get your book, The Odyssey, at Dragonfly Book Bar for 10% off. It's in Bristol, Virginia.
Yep, on State Street in Bristol, Virginia.
Great place. We love it. All right, so what book are we talking about today, Chris?
The Odyssey by Homer.
You might have heard of it.
It's kind of a big deal.
Spoiler alert, we're going to be talking about the end of it. Do I need to say spoiler alert for the Odyssey? I mean, I feel like
Did you know what happened?
enough time has passed. Well, we did cover this in high school, although looking back on it, I'm pretty sure that my sophomore English teacher really only told us like one story from it.
Yeah, and you might have even got like the classic like Sunday school kind of thing where they kind of gloss over some of the...
Oh, I did not get the Sunday school version because,
Okay.
my school wasn't... I went to school in Massachusetts. They weren't like, we can't say certain things.
I mean, did you know the end?
I mean, I don't know if we knew the end at the time because, like I said, I don't remember if we went through the whole thing or if we just covered. I just remember one story from it. As I read it this time, I was like, oh, yeah, that's the story.
Was it the Cyclopes part?
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. It was the Cyclops part. So, and I remember my teacher in high school being very impressed with Odysseus's cleverness in this case. But before we get too far into talking about specific things in the book, I do want to talk about this recording has been postponed.
Yeah.
It was supposed to happen a while ago. It feels a bit
on point.
Yeah, for this story.
Yeah.
It's been a bit of a journey getting here.
Almost 20 years since we started the podcast. So,
but I mean, in the meantime, we were supposed to record this like a week ago, and I had to go. I was going to Chicago.
Yep.
So the day that we were supposed to record on, instead, I had to drive a bus. So I went on a journey.
Yeah.
You know,
basically the same thing.
And I was protected by the gods on my journey. I think. I don't know.
Okay.
And then Sarah and I went to Chicago to watch Jimmy Eat World.
Yeah.
And it was canceled because of tornadoes. Poseidon, the earth shaker, came in. I don't know if he deals with tornadoes.
Yeah, well, tornadoes would kind of be more a Zeus thing.
They didn't really have to worry about it, I think. Did they have tornadoes in Greece?
I'm sure they did.
I don't know.
Actually, I do know tornadoes are kind of like a very much American thing.
Yeah.
So maybe not.
Yeah, we're the tornado country. Listen, if you are a meteorologist, tell us if Greece has tornadoes, please. We need some science dropped on us.
Yeah.
Okay. But here we are. We're back here in Ithaca, ready to record our episode. So a new segment we're trying to do, 60-second summary.
Yes.
Can we sum up this book in 60 seconds? And by the way, this is an epic poem, so gonna be tough.
Yeah. Is it though?
I don't know. Do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first?
Let's let you go first, and then I'll try to fill in the gaps.
Yeah, because I'm definitely gonna miss some stuff in 60 seconds. But all right, who can put me on the clock? Anna, can you time me?
Oh yeah, I sure am. All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so there's a dude on an island. He's supposed to live there forever with a goddess, and he's like, I don't want to do this anymore. Peace. She's like, I guess you can go, but I'm hotter than your wife. So she lets him go. He's trying to go home, but his son's at home where there's a bunch of dudes trying to marry his wife because they think he's dead. He's not coming back, right? So his son's like, hey, don't try to marry my mom. Like, you're all eating my food and stuff. I would stop you if I could, but I can't. I wish my dad would come home. And then his dad like leaves the island, crashes onto another island. And then at that island, there's like a princess that's like, oh, you're pretty hot. And her dad's like, you should marry my daughter. But I mean, I guess if you got to go, I'll give you gifts and treasure. And then he goes on, has some more adventures, gets home, teams up with his son, murders like 50 or 100 dudes, tells his wife, hey, it's me. She's like, I don't know. He's like, I murdered all those dudes. And she's like, And he's like, I made the bed out of one piece of wood. And she's like, it's
Time.
you. I feel like I got through a lot of it.
Oh yeah, you did great.
Yeah, okay.
All right, you want to take a whack at it, Chris?
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
We start with Telemachus. Telemachus is Odysseus' son. He has never known his father. His father went to get milk when he was a young boy, and he never came back. Then Odysseus gets sidetracked. He is... I'm more of a chronological view of this instead of the narrative view. So he pisses off the gods. Then he goes and gets trapped on an island. Oh no, that sucks. He eventually gets out of there. Then he finds a Cyclops. He's like, you know what's smart? Let's go into his cave and eat his food. They lose some men. He gets out because he is a liar. Then he brags about lying, pisses off Poseidon. Then he goes to the land of the giant. They are not happy to see him, and he pieces out real quick. Then he ends up with Circe. And
Time.
Yeah, a minute is not a long time to cover this whole thing.
I didn't even get to the part that Shawn talked about. This was a pretty comprehensive,
Yeah, I feel like when you're reading this at the end of it, you feel like you could sum it up in a minute. Which, like, you could be like, there's a guy that goes a bunch of places and lies a lot, and, like, the gods help him.
Yeah.
Neither one of you, this was a comprehensive adjacent, neither one of you mentioned the reason Odysseus was gone. He went to fight in the Trojan War and never came home.
The Trojan War.
I mentioned why he was gone. He went to get milk.
Yeah.
Right.
Chris
Milk
talked about it.
from Troy.
From Troy. Milk from Troy.
From the horse.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. To be fair, you really don't have to talk about the Trojan War, and they hardly do at all.
Yeah, that's a different book.
So
Odyssey is about the journey home. It's not about the war. He has a bunch of friends from the war.
Where? That's pertinent. Where are his friends from? Why'd he leave the house?
We didn't even get into the Ajax the lesser stuff in this. So it's like, it's not.
Whenever I heard Ajax, I was like, I would think of your joke that you do. And I'm like, there it is. There's Ajax. And then I don't know if they said the lesser.
No.
So I was like, I wonder if that's the.
No,
that's the
lesser. It was pretty clear when they were in Hades, and it was like, oh yeah, you're the Ajax that sucked.
Oh, you're dead?
Yeah.
You must be the lesser. Okay, so we got one word review to do here.
Yeah.
If you had to, now we're gonna sum it up even shorter. Instead of a minute, you're just gonna use one word. What would be the one word that you would use to?
I think the most appropriate one is liar. Like it sums up his character real easily. He's Odysseus, I mean.
Yeah.
And he's lying throughout the whole thing. Even when he gets home, he's lying. He's dealing with his son, he's lying. He's dealing with his friends, he's lying.
But this is a book that is really about Athena and the gods, right? Like, I mean, they're the ones in charge of all of this. Yeah. So don't you think that Athena's just like, this guy's, I don't know what he's going to do next. Like, everybody else is kind of doing the same sort of thing. And this guy is kind of wild. Like, let's see what happens if I just throw him out here and he has to fight a bunch of dudes.
It is funny when you have, like, the parts of, like, at Mount Olympus, and Athena's like, you guys like Odysseus. And then they're like, yeah, of course we like Odysseus. And then it's like, just because
because he's like the crazy character on a reality TV show. The world is their reality TV show.
Yeah.
So they need that, like, wild character.
Oh, yeah.
You know? They're in the producer's room going, like,
well, I don't
do
know if
weird stuff.
I don't know if you know much about Greek times, but they had a lot of wild characters.
That's true.
Like I don't think they needed a ton more.
Shawn, the way you just described that sounded like Odysseus was the OG dungeon crawler Carl.
I was thinking Truman from the Truman Show.
No, dungeon crawler Carl has too much integrity to be Odysseus. Okay?
What?
Yes. You haven't read Dungeon Crawler Carl, I know that.
No.
How much of it have you read, Anna?
I haven't read it. I'm excessively familiar with the plot. What's your one word?
Okay, my one word for this book would be braggadocious.
Yes.
I thought about going with deception, but I feel like Chris pretty well covered the liar part of it. But so much of this book is Odysseus just being like, and I'm awesome. Like, let me tell you this story about an awesome thing that I did before I did this other awesome thing.
Yeah.
At one point in time, he says, I'm Odysseus. I am famous to the heavens. But I'm from Ithaca.
But like he was.
But the guy that he was talking to didn't know who he was.
No.
The king that Odysseus is talking to does not know Odysseus.
Correct.
But Odysseus is like, I'm famous to the heavens, which feels very much like when I meet a comic for the first time and they're like, who are you? Is this your first week doing comedy? And I'm like, actually, I've been doing this for 20 years and you haven't heard of me.
Even better.
I've done a lot of stuff, okay? I could name drop a lot. And then he does name drop a lot, by the way. Odysseus does a lot. Original name dropper.
Yeah. He does a lot of it. He's bringing up Agamemnon. He's bringing up Nestor.
Stop naming names. What if these are in the pop quiz?
Yeah, stop doing names in the pop quiz.
Yeah, you can't do names in the pop quiz.
There are more than one name related.
I am going
we
to...
figured.
From now on, in comedy-related situations, I'm just going to start dropping Greek names.
Yeah. Like, oh, do you know Agamemnon?
Do you know Chris Dimitrakopoulos?
Oh, you mean like modern Greek names?
Well, that's just a guy that I knew from Boston that was Greek and did comedy.
Let's get to our rating out of
Oh, yeah.
451
what
degrees.
rating are you going to give this? Out of 451 degrees.
Yeah. So I struggle with this because I love so many things that are either based on or like kind of extend the Odyssey. And so it's hard for me to be objective, even though that's not really a goal of ours here on the podcast. That being said, I'm going to give it a 413 degrees Fahrenheit. It's hot. It's got pretty much everything, I think, for a story. It has romance.
Mm-hmm.
It has a torrid affair. It has a torrent affair. Oh, that's a terrible joke. It has, the struggle between gods and men. It's just such a great piece of fantasy. And I love it so much. And Odysseus kind of sucks. And that's maybe the best part because I relate to that.
All right. Yeah, I think the first time that I read through this book, because I've tried to go through it twice now, and the first time, it is like I get lost a couple times here and there. I kind of, my mind wanders at certain points. But what's wild is whenever I go back and I listen, I realize that it's not the book, it was me.
Yeah.
Because I go like, oh, I missed major stuff while I was zoning out there. Yeah, I'm going to have to give this book 445 degrees.
Woo!
I mean, I don't think there can be a hotter book out there, honestly.
Heck yeah, Shawn.
I mean, well, look, if we are looking at it as how it has affected literature and culture throughout the years, I do take some exception to what you said, which is that it's a wonderful piece of fantasy. And I actually look at it as historical.
Yeah.
This is autobiographical.
Well, it's not autobiographical.
No, it's biographical.
It's
sorry.
Yeah.
The bard is telling it, right? Or the poet.
Yeah, poet.
Homer, the poet. The guy from The Simpsons.
Yeah. I knew it was coming at some point.
At some point, you had to know. But yeah, it's obviously historical.
Yeah.
100% accurate. And it's... Someday we will find the bones of the giants and of the Cyclopes, and we'll know.
We'll know.
People can disagree all they want, but this is fact. Okay.
You heard it here. Shawn?
That's how I feel about it. 440... What did I say? 443?
443.
I don't think there'll be another book that beats it.
Well, you already have a book that beats it.
What did I get?
You gave Murderbot All Systems Red 450 out of 440.
Oh, well, let's knock down the Murderbot one a bit. We can't be having Murderbot.
How do I
Go
remember?
back in time.
How do I remember your scores better than you do?
Somebody go back and comment on that YouTube page. Shawn, this is way too high of a score for Murderbot, you moron.
I kind of
Bully
love
me
it.
in the comments.
No, I love it. I think our ratings have to be stuck in place, and at the end of a year when we're like, these are all of our ratings, it's going to be so skewed by
All Systems Red is at the top.
Yeah.
And that's fine. It's a very good story.
I actually do think I made a post yesterday about what order like I ranked books in personally, and the Odyssey was not at the top of my rankings.
That's weird because you just put it.
I know,
Huh.
but I'm factoring. I posted it based on my enjoyment of it.
Okay, yeah.
Whereas I feel like this is more like more overall. Like you got to factor in a little bit of
Like culture. And
yes.
Yeah, that's fair.
I will say for people like me who prefer the 5-star scale, because I do, you guys averaged a 4.75 out of 5, which is like a really good rating for a book traditionally.
I gotta say, it probably doesn't hurt that Claire Danes read this book to me.
Yeah, I read it to myself.
If you get the audiobook,
Well, I did
the audiobook
listen.
that I got.
Yeah.
It's Claire Danes reading it, and that's just wonderful.
And I'm sure that many people Shawn's age probably know who Claire Danes is. But for the people out here like me,
My So-Called Life, The Family Stone. Okay.
I know Romeo plus Juliet.
Beast in Me. I think it's called The Beast in Me or whatever. It's a Netflix show. It's like pretty current. Okay. You're talking about this like as if
I'm just saying she's no Robin Wright, okay?
My So-Called Life was not from like 3,000 years ago. You know, you're acting as if you couldn't know of it because you're so very young.
Yeah.
We're the same age, Chris.
Okay, let's calm that down a little bit.
We're basically the same age.
No. I will say, in our group chat, Shawn hit me with something that devastated me.
Yeah. That's
And-
not intentional.
I know. And that's what I think made it even worse.
Our group chat is in this show.
Yeah.
Me and you and Anna. Yeah.
And
We were trying to figure out.
We were
what
trying to
books
figure out the next
read
book.
next. Yeah.
and I was like, well, I kind of would like to like not do the Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, spoiler alert, because I read that in high school. And then Shawn was like, well, your opinions have probably changed a lot since high school. And I was like, crap, it's been a while.
Yeah, you're
It's-
reading this with new eyes.
Yeah.
You're reading this with adult eyes now,
yeah.
not high school boy eyes.
And it hurt because high school perpetually just feels like it was, like 7 years ago. And
It was.
it wasn't. It was not.
It wasn't.
So
All right. Well, what else? What
I
other?
was gonna
segments?
be sad for the rest of the episode. Oh, and that's a great transition to hot or not.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. The first person I would like to ask you, Shawn,
Oh, okay. Whether I think this.
whether
person's
you
hot or
think
not.
they're hot or not, is the main character of the Odyssey, Odysseus.
Oh yeah. Odysseus is definitely hot. I mean, undeniably, he's a 40-something-year-old man that's been beaten down by life quite a bit. He's got a beard. Sounds pretty hot to me. He lies a lot. I like that.
I'm starting to see why you think in particular that he's hot.
I wish Athena would come and just drizzle some hotness on me too. Like she does at certain points in the book. She's just like, I'm gonna make him hot.
Extra hot.
Yeah.
It is funny because then they're like, and his hair started to get a little bit curly, and it's like, what? Like, what are we doing here?
I guess they thought that
That's
was
hot.
a hot characteristic.
Okay.
I mean, when he's the old beggar, probably not as hot.
It was impressive enough that they they took note whenever he took his cloak off,
Oh yeah.
and they were like, "Oh, this dude's jacked."
Yeah.
So
He hulked out.
Mr. Hyde.
Right.
Okay, so I agree with you that I think physical attraction wise, Odysseus is probably one of the higher people in the book.
Okay.
Since especially
Yeah, of course. He's very hot. He's a hot guy.
especially since pretty much every girl that comes across him is like, "Oh, I would like you to be my husband."
Yeah.
By the way,
Calypso is like, stay here with me forever.
Cersei was kind of like, "Oh yeah."
His wife is trying to put off 50 dudes waiting for him to come back. This is a hot man.
Yeah. But that's because she's dutiful.
Oh, right.
And if you remember, the hottest quality is it to be dutiful. Dutiful over beautiful. That's what we're starting here at this podcast. But
That's only Chris. I'm sorry.
he is a liar. We've talked about this a lot.
I like how you're going to act like that doesn't make him more hot. People love liars.
I wouldn't say more hot. In my mind, though, Odysseus is kind of like your trash baby daddy, but he's hot enough that you're like, yeah, we could try again.
Yeah, he is. He's the bad boy. He is. He's the bad boy. He's the guy that all the women are like, I can fix him.
Except he historically didn't need fixing. That was just after, his 20 years of being gone and being an egomaniac. But before that, he was great for the first 1 year of their marriage.
Yeah. That kind of sounds like a toxic relationship. It's like, no,
good.
he was really good at the beginning of the
was
relationship.
great until they had a baby, and then he just left for 20 years. What's the problem?
Yeah.
If the Odyssey was made today, it would be just a dude riding a motorcycle around the country.
Yeah.
Just like, oh, I wish I could see my wife and kid again. But I gotta have sex with these sex workers.
I'm telling Calypso you just called her a prostitute.
Yeah, so I think he definitely. I understand where you're coming from. He's hot, but
Yeah.
He definitely. I don't think he's not the number one pick to me.
He is. He's the
Okay.
hottest person in any literature that we've read so far.
Oh wow.
Okay. Who else do you want to ask me about?
Okay, I'll go ahead and ask you another one.
Yeah.
Polyphemus, the Cyclops.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm going to say this is a tough one because it really
Can I hype him up a little bit?
Okay, yeah.
before-
Please
Okay.
do.
So in his area,
Mm-hmm.
he kind of is the richest guy.
Mm-hmm.
He has a lot of stuff. He has a nice house.
Yeah. Cave.
Very secure.
Mm-hmm.
He's large. He's large.
He's dutiful.
Dutiful. And he has what is described as a deep and booming voice, which, I mean, that's what I look for in a woman.
Yeah. I'm going to say the Cyclops is not hot. I've decided. Wait. Pre-eye being stabbed out with a red hot steak or post-eye being stabbed out with a red hot steak?
I would say pre. Let's get him at his prime.
Okay. It's not about him not being able to see. It's just that
It's
I think
about
that's
the big
going
hole in the
Yeah, I
face.
think it's the big scarred up single eye in the middle of his head.
But I'm sure you can get an eye patch.
I think that looking back on how Cyclopses have been
Cyclopes
have been shown in movies and film and stuff like that, it's always like a head with like a little eye in the middle.
Yeah.
But as I was reading this, I kind of just imagined like a neck with one giant eye on the top of it. I don't know why.
Mike
Yes, that's
Wazowski.
gonna be less attractive.
Yeah, it was Mike Wazowski. You're right. Hey, I don't wear glasses. I have two perfectly good working eyes, unlike some people. Cyclops.
I was gonna say, like, people are gonna clip that out of context.
And then just
Yeah.
like, look at Shawn taunting everybody.
It's like Shawn not only taunted people with glasses, but also just every blind person or any person that has any sort of
I'm just
high
canceled.
malformity. Yeah.
So Shawn, do you have hot or not pitches for Chris? We know he has an interesting type, so
Yeah, for sure. I would like to know what Chris thinks of a couple of these characters. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. First one is Mentor.
Okay. We don't really I don't know that much visually about Mentor. But he obviously is cool enough that we use the word mentor a lot now. So I'd say pretty hot.
He could maybe teach you some new things.
Did you set it up just so you could say that?
No, I thought of it as you were talking, but
It's written right here. I can see it.
don't look at my notebook.
He even has the line about thinking of it as I was talking. It's crazy.
I expected you to say that. I, Shawn, am best at predicting what people will say next.
Master of lies.
Just try to live your day. Just try to live your life one day like Odysseus does.
Oh yeah.
Just walk up to
Hyping
random
yourself.
people
Yeah.
and just be like, I am the best at javelin. I don't know. Yeah, I would like to ask another hot or not. This princess on the island that he refuses to marry and just takes gold and leaves. What do you think? I mean, she can't be hot if he is like, I think I'd rather just leave.
And go to my wife who's been waiting for me for 20 years. Yeah, Shawn. If that's how you feel, then sure.
I mean, what's another
she's-
7? What's another 7 at this point? He'll get back eventually. He spent 7 with Calypso. Now he's got another one. Spend 7 there. Odysseus is the original serial monogamous. Yeah, you're right. Now he got busy a lot more than that, actually.
Yeah.
I was gonna say he spent 7 years with Calypso, right?
Also,
So this is like the first time that they show like the 7-year itch in literature.
yeah.
that's what I was thinking.
But to go back to kind of what you were talking about.
Yeah. The princess, is she hot?
Yeah, the Phoenicians, right? So
Yeah.
there's a couple things with that. One, he describes her as smoking hot, I think is the words that he used.
Yeah.
And then, no, he said like goddess like.
But did he mean that, or was he
Just trying to charm her?
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like it was flattery because they said that
Well,
he was
he's
doing
not.
it.
I mean, he's not a liar. So, no, I think it was a little.
I like the idea that she was like just real ragged looking. Like
No,
maybe all the people that were with her were pretty hot, and she was just like busted.
Yeah, he did
But
describe.
Odysseus knew that she was in charge, and he had to be like,
He described all the like slave girls as pretty as well.
yeah,
But I think that she was, because I think if you were to say something like that to someone who clearly probably isn't like super beautiful, like they probably would take it as offense because they think you're like picking fun at them.
oh, like yeah,
Yeah.
I gotcha.
And so I think she's at least whatever like caliber of attractiveness that
It's believable.
it's a believable compliment to her.
She's an 8.
If that's what you need to hear, Shawn.
I don't know. I'm just saying, like, she's on the upper tier of attractiveness, and
Yeah,
he's
she's-
telling her that she's like a goddess.
Right.
Yeah.
But she might just be that attractive.
I do appreciate that you don't like to put numbers on women,
I don't like to
but I do
objectify
want,
women.
but I do want you to know that we are playing a game where that's what you are doing, and we also
we
do
don't
it
put a
with
number.
men. Odysseus is a 10. He's a 10,
Okay. So I guess for me,
and he'll
though,
tell you he's an 11.
that's 1,000%
Mhm.
true. So I think that she is probably very attractive. I would say anywhere in that 8 to 10 range.
There you go. I knew you were gonna get to numbers.
But
You hate it, but you did it.
like I do think that the only thing that gives me a little bit of pause
Mhm.
is the way that her dad reacts to like all of this stuff going on, because he is like so quick to be like, oh no, Odysseus, just marry my daughter.
Yes.
And it kind of reminds me of like in Game of Thrones or something when they've got like not the most attractive daughter, and it's just like part of their deal is like they're just gonna automatically be like, no, you're gonna marry my daughter. You came to my house, you're gonna marry my daughter.
Yeah.
Are you just talking about Walder Frey's daughter?
Yeah.
Because that's so churlish of you.
But it is true.
Odysseus just came upon Mary Bennett.
Okay, first off,
Ouch.
get Mary Bennett's name out your mouth. We
Okay.
established
We love Mary Bennett.
that she is hot.
Yeah, we have. Okay. Do you have a favorite quote from this book?
Oh, yes. Okay. I have multiple quotes that I really enjoy.
Okay, great. I have one.
You can
I took like 12 of them.
Yeah.
I clipped like 12 of them, but my problem is I always clip them and then I don't listen back and write them down.
Yeah.
So I'll give you at least one of my favorites right now.
Yeah, let's do one of mine, and then you
Okay.
go, and then I'll
Sure.
finish up with another one.
Okay, so let's hear one of your favorite quotes.
Okay.
Chris.
So this has to do with when they are at Circe's island. They had just experienced some different things, and then it's kind of wrapping up that storyline.
Mhm.
And so what's about to happen is they're all leaving. They're about to go to Hades, and basically the boys are packing up. Okay. And then they introduce by name a character that is one of the best. He is fantastic. You'll see him in this part and then also in Hades because of what happens to him. But my favorite part is how he's introduced. And that is, Elpenor was his name. Not very brave in war, not very smart. And I think it is like Elpenor had a rough go of it, and then immediately what happens after he's introduced like that is he falls off the roof and breaks his neck. And none of his friends knew that, and so they don't find out until he goes to the underworld. And then they're like, wait, Elpenor, what are you doing here? And then he's like, I fell at Circe's house and broke my neck. And they're like, dang, dude, that sucks. And he's like, yeah, do you mind going back and burying my body? Yeah. So.
You know what? You're right. That is a part.
And then Odysseus lays with Circe again.
Yeah. I totally forgot about that part, but it is something that almost made me laugh out loud. And they all went to leave, and he just fell.
Yeah. It's comedic.
Yeah.
It has the Odyssey has everything.
Yeah. It even has comedy. That's great. So I'd say one of my favorites was this is from Telemachus.
Yeah.
And he's talking to the suitors who have been eating up his whole house. Sorry, but that he is very dramatic about it.
I mean, he's like 20.
Yeah.
And going destitute.
Well, he's
doing
very
okay.
wealthy.
Yeah, but I'm just.
He's all right.
So the quote is, surely, I think this is Telemachus. Maybe it was not, because he says, if Odysseus was here. I might have that wrong. But it says, surely if Odysseus were to come back to the land of his fathers, the gates of the house, although they are very wide, would suddenly be too narrow as you took flight to escape from the forecourt.
Okay, I know who says that.
Yeah, sorry, I messed it up. So who is it?
That Odysseus says that.
No, that's amazing. This is a perfect Odysseus.
Yeah. So that's one of those, like, Odysseus is hyping himself up so freaking much moments when he's
That's right, because he was dressed as a
disguised
beggar.
as a beggar.
That's right. So
And
that's why I messed that up. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. He's just like constantly like, godlike Odysseus is coming back.
Yeah.
Watch out. No, he's godlike. The
Yeah.
best we've ever seen. Greatest warrior, master of deception.
And honestly, that's probably part of the reason why I marked that as my favorite quote,
Yeah.
is because it was Odysseus
Yeah.
saying it. He's like, oh, when I get back here, you're going to be in trouble, buddy. And they're all like, yeah, whatever, old man.
I mean, it is one of those moments where people are even kind of like, he kind of looks like Odysseus if he was real run down.
Yeah.
And then, like, I guess it's just because Athena is preventing them from being able to see it.
Yeah.
But it's just one of those things where it's like, yeah, it should be pretty obvious in retrospect. Yeah,
Right.
that dude was definitely Odysseus the whole time.
Yeah.
So fun.
Okay. Do you have another quote
yeah.
that you enjoyed?
Yeah, I mean, I've got a bunch, but here's one from Odysseus when he actually is on the island that we were just talking about with the Phoenician women.
Oh, okay. Yep.
And he says, "Please let me wash in private. I am shy of being naked with you, pretty girls with lovely hair." And
Odysseus is so modest.
that's the one thing we can say about Odysseus.
He's like, don't look at me.
Yeah. And it is.
He grabbed a tree branch. He was like, oh,
Yeah.
no.
So one other quote that I really loved
Yes.
was, I think it was Athena saying this to Telemachus, is the context. And she said, "Do not be scared. Go in. The brave succeed in all adventures." Which is obviously not true, but she's trying to hype up Telemachus. And I think that that's just one of those moments where it's like, yeah, that's cool. But you could be just sending this dude to his death, and you were just like, "Oh, the brave, they succeed.
Yeah.
It's good."
She pushes him out. She just goes, "You've got this," and pushes him out. There is another one that I kind of remembered, which is, I won't remember the exact words, but it's when Athena is disguised as she is usually.
Yeah, most of it.
And she says a little prayer.
Yeah.
And then it's like she granted her prayer herself, which is so...
It's a baller move.
Yeah. It's so great.
I also love that, like, she does the disguise thing, and then immediately at the end of every encounter, she's like, "Oh, turn into owls." And then it's just like, yeah, okay, cool. That was Athena, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And it is
if there
crazy.
Is any ambiguity,
Yeah.
She makes sure that there is not when she leaves.
It's just hilarious.
I like that there's often times where people are like, "Who are you? You must be some deathless god, the way that you look."
Yeah.
And I just hope that every once in a while it happens to somebody that's not a
Yeah.
god, you know?
Well, yeah, Odysseus.
I mean, yeah, it does happen to Odysseus. He gets so hyped.
Yeah. Oh, do you also remember, because they were talking, I think, okay, I could be getting this confused with other Greek stuff,
Okay.
but they talk about the Hephaestus snare of Ares in this, right? Like,
I don't. Oh yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
And then,
yes,
and then it like
when he captures, the
Ares
yes.
and Aphrodite.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And then my favorite moment after that is, like, and like I just imagine a scene like it is a movie, and it will be a movie very.
It
shortly.
will be. We're gonna watch this movie.
But then Apollo like looks over at Hermes and is like, "Would you have slept with Aphrodite?" And then Hermes is like, "Brother, I would."
He's like, "I would be. You could snare me whenever.
He's like,
I'll
do whatever."
Be like, she's a 15.
I just thought
We don't like to use numbers here, but she's a 15.
it was so funny how just like flippant he was. He was like, "Yeah, of course I would."
Of course. Yeah, that is a great.
And he's like, "Dog, that's your sister, dude." But
I do understand why you could spend an entire life just kind of dissecting this story. Even the
There's so
parts
much.
that you don't think of off the top of your head, you can just,
Speaking of thinking off the top of your head, it's time for a pop quiz.
Oh, pop quiz. Okay.
It is a little bit name related, but I'm gonna give you options at least one time.
okay.
All right, right out the gate.
I don't have notes, but I'm gonna put my glasses on.
just in case you have a name written down.
He does have some names written down.
Shawn.
What? I'll take my glasses.
But
No,
there, it's in his story.
Oh, okay. Okay. Who proves to be an unfaithful servant of Odysseus?
This is a name, and I don't know who it is.
I'll give
The
you.
swineherd.
can I-
Swineherd?
No,
I'll give
he's
you 3 to pick from if
no,
need
wait.
be.
Can I?
Mhm.
Can I do it without the name if I describe them well enough?
No.
You need the name.
I warned you this was going to be name heavy weeks ago. All right, would you like your
So much has
options?
happened since then. Sure.
Your options are Eurymachus, Melanthius, Emmaus, and Antinous.
Antinomus.
No. The one that starts with an M.
Melanth.
You're gonna have to speak louder.
Yep.
Is he right?
Yeah.
Of course I'm right.
He didn't even pronounce the name. He said the one that starts with an M.
Yeah, because I knew which one
This
it
is why
was.
you can't have names from
Okay.
Odyssey as your pop quiz.
Half point. Chicken.
How do I? What? I get a half point for getting it right?
You didn't even say the name.
You
I gave
said
you-
the wrong name.
I gave you
Yeah,
options.
and I got 0
and then you just
points.
put a letter.
What? Do
Half
you know
point.
how multiple choice questions work?
Half point for Chris.
Half a point. Score it.
No. Okay. Editor. I know you pretty well, and I'm gonna say maybe give me a whole point. I think you're a fair and unbiased judge here. So thank you.
I wouldn't say unbiased. All right.
Okay,
1
next
point.
question.
Question 2. In what adventure does Odysseus not lose any of his men?
Well, it's definitely not at the Cyclops.
I was going to say, this
Okay.
is multiple choice.
I'm pretty sure the Cyclops eats 6 men.
Yeah.
Is that a question? Because if so, give me a point.
You don't get you
It's
don't
not.
get-
You're just
okay.
going to start
So
dropping numbers.
I'm gonna say he didn't lose any men in the Battle of Troy.
He didn't lose any men when he left Calypso's island.
That
'cause he had no
Is
men.
true.
Would you like the multiple choice?
Oh, yeah.
You
Yeah,
just
yeah.
said-
I didn't know there was multiple choice.
Circe, Hades, Laestrygonians,
Oh,
Scylla,
It's
Polyphemus.
I'm going to go with the one that starts with an H.
1 point for Chris, half a point for Shawn.
Why do I get a half a point?
You just said Chris
Well,
got
if
a
you
half
got a full point
the
for that other one, I want a full point.
Okay, so you were arguing the whole time for me to get half a point, and then you're like, "No, I should get a full point."
Just trying to level the playing field here. Yeah, he didn't. So none of his men died while he was
In the underworld.
the underworld with all of the
But-
dead people.
I will say, caveat to that, he did find out that one of his men died when he was in the underworld. So
Odysseus is
to
so,
Odysseus, it kind of was like El Puidor died
he's
there.
so wrapped up in himself and just what's going on with him that he loses a whole person dies, and he's like, "Oh shit! What are you doing in the underworld?"
It was like, "Oh crap, mom!"
Yeah, he was distracted. I mean,
He's
if
got
it was
you know what?
between Julie and Shawn, you're paying attention to your mom.
He's got a lot going on.
I mean, not to make Shawn and Elpenor comparison.
Sean is El
but-
Pinor. I agree.
Look, I slept on the top bunk for a lot of my childhood, and I'm still alive, so I
You're
don't
still
think I'm quite like that guy.
All right, next question.
Okay.
This one's not multiple choice.
Clutch.
Name the kings. There's 2 of them. You got opportunity for 2 points. Telemachus goes to visit in search of news for his father. And if you get their city or island, you'll get an extra point.
Okay.
You're
So
just gonna start throwing out cities.
Crete.
that's an island. So we have not Agamemnon. He's dead. Who?
There's only
Libya.
2 of them, and it's right at the start.
It is right at the start.
Yeah, that's the hard part. Is right at the beginning.
Shawn, just re-listen to it.
Well,
I
that's
did
on
just
him.
re-listen
did
to it, but
not do that.
I have no the names just.
If you
fly
don't think
through
I
my
was
head.
I was staying up last night listening to this.
They sound kind of funny on 2.8, huh?
One of them is an A name, right?
No,
Not even close.
no.
Menelaus is a friend of Telemachus. Nestor is not a king.
Lord Nestor.
Thank you for just repeating what I said.
Lord Nestor. That's one of them, right?
He's not a king.
Actually, those 2 were the answers.
Give me 2 points.
Why would he get 2 points for me saying 2 names that were right?
Shawn gets 1 point because you discarded Nestor.
But he wasn't a king.
Well,
That's not my fault.
No, I'm not getting points deducted because you were wrong in your question.
No.
You said kings.
I think on a technicality, they were kings in the same way Odysseus was king.
Yeah.
Odysseus of Ithaca, Nestor.
I mean,
Pylos,
I agree that in a way
Menelaus of Sparta.
they sometimes use king loosely.
Yeah.
But I thought you meant actual kings like Agamemnon.
No.
Well,
Like-
you can see my confusion.
Well, in the
then.
way when Athena's like,
They do
go
throw
meet-
king around a lot. Like
Athena's like,
Calypso's like, my king, trying to keep Odysseus there.
my short
You know?
king.
Yeah.
Odysseus.
Short.
I mean, Athena's like, you gotta go talk to these kings who knew your dad.
Yeah.
I'm not arguing with Athena.
Odysseus is probably like 5'11" and 3/4.
No, I think he's taller than that. I think Odysseus is like a 6'3" guy.
Are
You
Greek
think
men
so?
not
I don't
tall?
know.
Maybe
After Athena pours more height on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my thing is, I'm 6'2", and I have to believe that Odysseus is taller than me.
But it might be one of those situations where, like, you know, they say never meet your heroes.
Yeah, I think
Or, like, you walk
he's
up,
Tom Cruise.
He's like 5'6", and you're like, oh damn.
Wait, I am the problem. It's
I
not
mean-
that I'm not tall enough.
Average male height in 13th century Greece.
Okay, so what we're doing? Shawn gets a point, and I get a point.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
How many axes were there in a row that the
12.
men had
30.
to shoot through to win Penelope's
12.
hand in
I'm gonna say 30.
marriage?
Marriage.
Marriage.
It's 12.
It is 12.
Damn.
Okay. You didn't even let me finish that sentence.
I know.
That's unfair to
You should have
Shawn.
changed it.
How many axes were there minus 3 of the axes and not counting the first one?
Yeah.
Um,
I think Shawn still would have got that wrong.
30.
that's exactly right, Shawn.
Thank you. Give me 30 points.
What's the number of axes that Shawn will say?
Okay, last question. This is not name related.
Heck yeah.
And it's a pop culture reference,
Ooh.
but you have equal
Can I
opportunity.
just guess right now?
Okay, sure.
No, I don't.
You have equal opportunity because Shawn is old.
Yeah.
What movie from
Oh, brother, where art thou? Woo!
I was gonna say, what movie from the year 2000 is a popular the Odyssey reference?
So, John Goodman's the Cyclopes.
I'm pretty sure that we talked about
We did.
this like weeks
So
ago.
I told Shawn about that, like,
You're like,
when we were like
"Oh,
talking about.
You know how old brother where art thou is just the Odyssey?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, cool. I mean, I was like, I remember the scene with the women in the river, like,
Yeah.
and that seemed like the sirens, but I didn't know that that was actually supposed to be the whole movie was based.
Well,
on
it's
the Odyssey.
pretty loose, but like, yeah.
But it is. You can see how
Yeah.
George Clooney would be Odysseus,
Yeah.
actually.
George Clooney is a great Odysseus.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm so disappointed in that. Obviously, Chris wins. Well, maybe not, because Shawn just gave himself 30 points, I think.
Put it on the board. Is this where you're putting it?
Yeah.
Is that where the board goes?
Guess so. In the spirit of asking questions, I do have a fun question for you guys.
Okay.
Not that all of those names weren't fun. If you had to face one of Odysseus's challenges,
Mm-hmm.
what would it be and why do you think you could beat it?
Do you want to go first?
I'll let you go first.
Okay. I think that I could shoot an arrow through 30 axes.
Beg pardon?
Okay.
Okay.
cool.
Okay. How about this?
You also have to
think I
string
could
that
chain
bow.
the door shut and be the only person with a weapon and take out a bunch of dudes, no problem.
Mhm.
Okay. First off, do you actually think you could do that?
No, because
Okay.
it's a bow and arrow. Like, you
Yeah.
have to
Also,
keep-
you sounded so much like Odysseus right there. He possessed you.
if I were to have a weapon right now, I would take all 50 of you with no problem.
And like they even mention, even though it
I
is
couldn't even string the bow.
right,
Yeah.
None of us could.
None of us could.
So
all you gotta do is hold it over fire.
No, they tried to warm it up with the fire,
Yeah.
and that didn't work for the
It's 'cause they
suitors.
didn't do it
and then they
right.
tried to, and then
And then they were like, and then
Antinous
Odysseus,
tried
as
to
the old man,
make a sacrifice to Apollo because they're like, well, he really loves bows, and maybe he'll help us out.
They just tried it wrong. They didn't have the proper steez.
so there is a point where Odysseus is like, as the old beggar,
Yeah.
just like,
Honing people.
just going, hey, let me try it. And they're like, no.
Well, and rightfully so, they bring up a good point.
None of them can do it.
Yeah, and then he's like, if you can do it, think about how bad that looks on
Yeah.
us.
I mean, they're right.
yeah. And then he was like, and Penelope's obviously not gonna marry you, so what's the point?
Yeah. It's a good point. I do want to talk a little bit about like obviously we can't get into all the things that were inspired by the Odyssey, but a couple of things right off the top of my head, right, is clearly the groundsman in The Simpsons is like Odysseus is the beggar. He just takes his shirt off and he's just jacked for no reason. You didn't ever watch The Simpsons, I know.
Yeah.
And the other one that I want to mention that's been in popular culture is bum fights. That was clearly inspired by the two beggars,
Yeah.
right?
I don't know exactly, but
It
probably.
happened 3,000 years ago.
Yeah. So I mean, nothing's original anymore.
Yeah, nothing's original.
So yeah, I think that's interesting that that's the thing that you would choose
Mhm.
is the thing that you would surely lose at.
Oh, the axe.
Yeah.
Shooting through an axe. Yeah, that's not what I would do, actually.
Oh.
That was just a joke.
Oh. Then what would you choose to do?
Of all of his, I think I could escape the cave with the Cyclopes. I think I could do
And
that.
what would your method be for that, Shawn?
Yeah.
Sean, you're wild.
Hold on. No,
You took maybe
Listen.
the like.
I am the smartest and the strongest and the wisest, and the gods have poured upon me many talents of which I don't even speak. And if I were in a Cyclops' cave with a stone covering the entrance so large that no man or even 50 carts could move it, I would easily find a way out of there.
Okay. Yeah. I think that you got so fast. I don't even think you're successful in hiding against the initial Polyphemus return home.
Do you know why I would get through the Polyphemus thing is because I would never go in the cave.
Now I could believe that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be like, "Oh, let's go into this dude's house."
Yeah, you would be like, you guys, I'll be the lookout.
That's like the one thing for as much as he doesn't care about whether his men
Yeah.
live or die, why wouldn't he be like, "Hey, let's get a couple of scouts going in there.
So okay,
Bring us a few goats to eat."
you bring up an interesting point. I do think Odysseus at the beginning did care about his men. I think at a certain point he was like, y'all are making this harder for me. And so I think he was already a little bit jaded coming from the war, but then like as things progress further, it gets worse and worse.
Yeah, he might stop caring as much about it.
Yeah, I think the Cyclops was when he was still caring, because like he explicitly mentions like, and it stinks because he kept eating 2 men each day.
Yeah, he's like, this is a real bummer.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what do you think you could escape of his challenge?
Well, if I'm in Odysseus's shoes,
Or sandals.
the island of the Lygostrians would be the easiest one for me, because he does just send out a scouting party and then they don't come back and he's like, oh crap. Let's get out of here. Also, I mean, I would be willing to take on Circe or Calypso or like any of the. Well, those are more mental tasks, and I think I
just leaving. That's the part of it that's hard, is leaving.
Yeah.
The whole rest of it you could do easily.
right. So, I think that is probably the underworld seemed kind of cool.
Oh, yeah. So I don't have a lot of words that I had to look up. I think that in the introduction to this book, the translator talked about how she tried to keep it like kind of simple so that people could understand it. And um, so I'm going to tell you just one word that I looked up, or two. And or one I didn't have to look up, but it was a little bit of a learning experience for me, was mentor, because I had known the word mentor, but I guess I wasn't like familiar with it being in the story, and that was where it came from. So that was fun.
Yeah.
I learned a little something with that. And if you don't know what mentor means, I'll explain it to you now. It is an experienced, trusted individual who provides guidance, wisdom, and support to a less experienced person.
Yeah.
So Telemachus needed a mentor because he didn't have the dad.
Yeah.
Probably also not a word that I heard until I was well into my 20s.
Really?
Yeah.
Mentor?
Yes.
Well, you never like mentorship, anything like that?
No. I know. Interesting, right?
Yeah.
Is that just like a Boston thing?
Yeah,
There's
maybe
no like
up
role
north they don't
models in
care about-
Boston.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I heard it first talking about like comedy, like somebody in comedy was like, "Oh, this guy was my mentor."
Oh yeah.
And then I was like, "Oh, damn, I should have done that when I started. I wish I had a mentor."
Yeah.
Wow.
Which there's a lot of great comics that help me in ways along the way, but not somebody that I would look at as like,
Yes.
you know, the person. Okay. The other word is supplication.
Oh, okay. That's a good
Oh.
one.
Yeah. Did you know that word, or did you
Uh,
just pick it up through context?
I don't even remember coming across it.
Oh, okay. So they talk about it it's a pretty common thing in the book where they talk about supplicating or supplication, which is a humble, earnest, and urgent request or petition made to someone in a position of power. So it's like when they say like the men burnt a sacrifice to the gods to supplicate
Yep.
them, or Odysseus supplicated the queen by hugging her legs or touching her knees, or
Yeah.
those sorts
Touching of the knees
yes
came up a lot,
yeah
and I meant to look it up, but it just sounds like they're just touching a lot of knees.
Yeah.
And it's not my thing.
problematic. Just touching knees. You come in a ball of mist, and next thing you know, you're just touching somebody's knees. They
Yeah.
didn't even see. They just saw mist, and then you're just there
Never asking
on their
if they
knees.
can.
That's messed up, dude.
Never asking.
Never got consent. Okay. Final thoughts on this.
Oh, can I talk about a phrase that I heard and I loved it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Please.
So one time they referred to Odysseus falling asleep as and he laid down and was given the gift of sleep.
Mm.
And I thought that that's how I want to phrase going to sleep from here on out. Is like, well, yeah, I laid down and I was given the gift of sleep. And I think that that's fun. That's a fun way.
Well, there were multiple times where he did not have the gift of
Oh, yeah.
being allowed to
He was
or
getting,
able
he was
to
getting a
sleep.
lot of different things.
I'll tell you what. When you have a child, you do look at sleep as a gift.
Oh yeah, because he was a real present father in those moments. That's the reason why he wasn't getting sleep. He
Right. Maybe that's why he had to be away from home for the first 20 years of his life, of his kid's life. At 20 years, he went, you know what? I bet this kid sleeps through the night now. I bet my son can go full 8.
Telemachus is probably not so annoying now.
He just didn't want to do the bedtime routine.
Yeah, he didn't
Even
have to read the very hungry
Yeah.
caterpillar. Dude.
I think I'll head back now. I've had some fun.
All right. Well, I got this milk. It would be if he showed up with milk
Yeah.
at the end. It would have been
It was
a nice touch.
expired.
But okay, final thoughts on this book. I would say my final thought is that like I totally see why so much of literature, television, pop culture is influenced by, derived by, from this story, because as I look at each section of this, I'm like, you could do so much. You could extend so much of this and build a whole world around each of these books. Like there's like 23 books or something, and you could build each one into its own
Yeah.
world, really.
Yeah, they could all be like episodes or movies or like
Yes.
different
And
things.
different people interpreting them in
Yeah.
different ways makes them, so I totally get why it's such a huge influence on everything.
And currently, there are some forms of the Odyssey that I would like to shout out a little bit.
Yeah.
So,
A little bit louder now.
Nope.
Oh.
So
That song was based on the Odyssey.
yeah, so there is actually an entire concept musical about the Odyssey, and it's called Epic the Musical. If you haven't heard it, go and listen to it. It's great. Some of my favorite songs are My Goodbye, which is from the perspective of Athena. There's Ruthlessness, which is from the perspective of Poseidon.
Okay.
And then
Earthshaker.
Oh yeah.
Earthshaker sounds like it should be a dance number, though.
Yeah. Well, it is cool. Poseidon is the god of the oceans and earthquakes
Mm-hmm.
and horses.
He's a powerful god.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
And he's a top three for sure.
for sure.
And then there's also a song called Thunderbringer, which is from the perspective of Zeus as he's about to smite everybody after eating the cows.
Mm.
And it's such a good song. But you should listen to all of it. It's great. It explores the idea of this story from a much more favorable view of Odysseus. Like in this story, he doesn't actually cheat on his wife.
Oh, I don't like this.
He also is a lot more like introspective and like he regrets a lot of his actions throughout the thing. So it adds some complexity that isn't really there in the original story.
Yeah.
And then you have Percy Jackson's Sea of Monsters. You have some great references to Polyphemus and Circe and other things like that. So if you haven't seen those things or watched or listened, like please do so. They're very good. Also, we talked about it a little bit earlier, but Christopher Nolan is coming out with the Odyssey movie in a couple weeks. So this should give you kind of a good recap to go into it, and it should be a lot of fun to enjoy that. So
Yeah. Oh, I never read my crossover fan fiction.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Okay, so this is The Odyssey and Three Bags Full. Those are the last two books that we've read. So, Odysseus, shipwrecked on the rocks of an island where the fruitless sea meets cliffs and mountain ranges rather than sand and soft earth. Looking up, he saw that there was a flock of sheep, and he decided he must make a sacrifice to the deathless gods to win their favor.
Stevie, let it go.
Mopple the whale saw a stranger coming, but even before he smelled him, before that, he smelled him, and the man smelled just like a wolf. The end. You can imagine what happens next.
dude, that's crazy that you said wolf,
Wolf.
because there's a lot of cool iconography of Odysseus as a
As a wolf.
yeah.
I mean, that's how a sheep would smell him for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So, all right.
Okay.
Our next book.
Yeah.
Our next book will be Jekyll and Hyde. I'm kind of like Jekyll.
And I'm kind of like Dr. Jekyll.
And we'll be reading that before our next episode.
Yeah. So and that one will be coming out on July 14th. So
Bastille Day.
but The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde by Robert Louis Stevenson. You can pick it up at Dragonfly Book Bar,
For 10% off.
10% off.
Oh, man, my Boston accent came out on that.
Yeah.
You can follow me at Shawn Carter on Instagram. Shawn Carter Comedy. Sorry.
You can follow me at chris.b.tester on Instagram and Facebook, wherever. And then you can follow us together at the podcast at Books and Bathos Pod on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Please go like and subscribe.
Hey, I think that's our show for today. Is that our show for today?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. We love you.